I went to a weird pumpkin patch. A week before Halloween, and we still didn't have a pumpkin. What kind of father was I? True, Molly and I had just moved the kids to St. Simon's Island in September, but that was still no excuse. Not when we all loved Halloween, especially our 8-year-old daughter Sarah and 7-year-old son John. I'd already put up the reliable witch and ghost decorations. Now I just needed the granddaddy of them all, a jack-o'-lantern. Molly and the kids left for a hayride and ghost tour. So, like an archaeology hunt, Michael had to go get the pumpkin all by himself. Late Friday evening, I made my way down to the pumpkin patch. A patch sponsored by St. Simon's United Methodist Church. The place was small and close to the beach. Nothing more than a cute fake field, one surrounded by abandoned buildings and playgrounds rather than barns and plantations. Already, sunlight faded around me. My UGA hoodie no match for the howling wind. The breeze blew my long blonde hair everywhere, making dirt fly into my big blue eyes and pointed nose. But still, I had a job to do. Fatherhood was more important than the thankless stress of being a realtor for this wealthy community. More important than watching the World Series as well. Amidst the descending darkness, I explored the church's pumpkin patch. A clean, white picket fence entrapped me with all the other St. Simon's stragglers, attractive cashiers, and sea of pumpkins. As I walked past the tent, I waved at the teenage boy and girl manning the cash register. Armed with their beaming smiles and beaming baby blues, they waved back. Soon, I passed a large mirror and grinning scarecrow, my reflection shrouded by the twilight sky. The search was agonizing. Sarah and John's pleas for pumpkins blared through my mind, as did Molly's profane demands. The chilling breeze wasn't helping, nor was the dying sunlight. I needed the perfect pumpkin. Not one of these babies or behemoths. The multicolored ones were too silly, the blue ones obnoxious, the gray ghastly, the wrinkled too damn ugly. Turning, I saw a giant wooden pumpkin watching me. Its red painted smile was wide open to laugh, wide open to taunt me, and given its size, wide open to eat me. I felt the pressure of the pumpkin patch. Claustrophobic in this Halloween cluster, the smiling scarecrow surrounded me. The Charlie Brown wooden photo op boards bullied me. And with only a few other customers, I felt like I was isolated in a church cornfield, with nothing but silence, save for the teenage couple's wicked laughter. And then, finally, I saw it. A clean, pristine pumpkin in the corner, an all-American beauty sitting all by itself, right up against the fence. Relief hit me. This was a combination of a love and scare at first sight. I knew this pumpkin was the one. Eager, I stepped up to the strange shrine, picked up the orange treasure. The plant felt light, bulky but hollow. Smirking, I tossed it in my hands like a basketball. Even Sarah and John could carry this baby. Through the twilight darkness, I leaned in closer. A closer examination. And then I saw where the pumpkin had already been carved. A crude lobotomy ran all around the stump. The pumpkin's lid ready to be pulled. A gust of breeze bombarded my hair. Feeling slight unease, I shook my bangs to the side and looked toward the patch. Only 2 customers were left. Them and the teenage couple were all that remained. Only now we stood in pitch blackness. The dark intermission before dawn had just given way to night. And yet, I couldn't shake the lingering dread. Who the hell carved the pumpkin? And why was it out here for sale? Furthermore, why was it all by itself? My arms wobbled. Somehow, the pumpkin felt heavier. I looked back at its blank orange canvas, hoping my nerves were just playing tricks on me. Moonlight illuminated the scene. I glanced up to see a glowing full moon. Several lights then cut on from the tent. The St. Simon's United Methodist Church pumpkin patch had lasted into nightfall. I knew I had to go. Molly and the kids needed me. Our preparations for Halloween 2019 almost complete. I looked at our future family jack-o'-lantern. A new face stared back at me. No silly grin, no crooked scream, nothing carved. Instead, what I saw was a glaring human face. A real human face. I couldn't scream or cry out in horror. My hands stayed bound to the orange head. Familiar blue eyes peered out from that jack-o'-lantern. I saw a pointed nose, an affable smirk, an exact snapshot of how I looked moments earlier. Caught between disbelief and terror, I stared on at my pumpkin portrait. I didn't want to believe the scary sight, but I had no other choice. Trembling, I ran my hands along the face. There was no hard, cold touch, nor were the eyes or nose painted. Instead, my fingers sunk into flesh. This jack-o'-lantern wore an all-too-human mask, and one that looked just like me. "What the fuck?" I muttered. My fear only increased, particularly since my own blue eyes were glowering at me. Frantic, I reached toward the stump and yanked out the lid. The vague lightning was clear enough to show me the horror within. There was a gooey mess in there, all right. Just not a massacre of seeds and orange mush. A human brain was inside. A brain left in pieces and smithereens from so many scoops and slices. Skull fragments replaced the pumpkin seeds. Red blood, the juice. Terror paralyzed me. I felt numb. Hollow. No longer did I even feel that chilling wind. I faced the tent. "What the hell is this?" I shouted. Startled, the couple faced me, then let out a collective scream into the night. The mirror showed me why. That wasn't Michael in the reflection. Not with the triangular eyes, the evil smile, the facial features comically carved onto my face in grotesque fashion, all while flickering flames fluttered beneath my flesh. It wasn't me. More screams erupted throughout the patch. Behind my pumpkin plastic surgery, I watched the disturbing scene unfold. Moonlight illuminated the teenage couple and remaining customers, and now I had a better look at them, at their transformation. During the panic, they still showed carved smiles and glares. Like me, their faces morphed from human to ghoulish jack-o'-lantern masks. Real-life masks. The five of us now nothing more than walking Halloween caricatures. And then I saw that the pumpkins resembled us more than we did. At least, what we used to be. They had big eyes, calm smiles, defining facial features. All of it melded onto their orange skin with precision. No longer were we in a pumpkin patch. This was a wax museum. An uncanny valley of excited jack-o'-lanterns. Silence settled onto St. Simon's. None of us could talk. Our smile stayed permanent. All I could do was exchange frozen glances with the others. Our tormented emotions seen only through our triangular eyelids. Like an avalanche of sadness, Halloween memories hit me hard. Molly, Sarah, John. Instead of a pumpkin, they'd be getting a disfigured father. And now, instead of tears, I cried orange slime. Felt yellow seeds stick to my cheeks. To the slime. Long hair brushed against my arm. I then confronted my chosen pumpkin. Its skin was now pale white. Blonde hair replaced the stump, and on that jack-o'-lantern, my face became all the more detailed. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this spooky Halloween tale by username Ronnie14 from the subreddit Ronnie14. If you did enjoy this, then please like, share, comment, and subscribe for future readings by me, nerdxcorexcreep. If you'd like me to narrate your stories, then please feel free to contact me at any one of the social media platforms listed in the description. I'll see you in the next video. Have a spooky Halloween.